Hello, everybody. As we're nearing the end of the year and sort of in the time and space where maybe you could take a little bit of a moment to be reflective, kind of think about this past year and all the moments and all the feelings and all of the things that happened, good and bad and in between. And you're able to maybe take a chance or have a chance to be a bit more reflective. Um, You might start to be reflective about your own experience through this past year. Um, how you might have felt at different moments and times. And that's a really nice thing to be able to do. I mean, I think me sometimes reflecting on moments gone by has helped me sort of see, you know, opportunities to maybe learn about a situation or somebody else. Um, and experiences that I had not had previously. So, this time of the year can be a nice time to reflect about this past year. And it's also a good time of the year as we're sort of in a more reflective mood. We might find ourselves a bit more calm and relaxed or just understanding of others for the past year that has happened. And we might find that, this is a really good time to be kind to one another. And just sort of hopeful for a new start in the new year. Um, as we are sort of in this mode, I find it might be helpful um, to also be kind of kind to yourself as you're reflecting about this year. Sometimes, when we think about events that have happened, we might still see it in a framework where um, we can be self critical of ourselves. We can be sort of thinking about, oh, I wish I would have done that better, or that's something that I learned from, and I did not handle that as well as I would have now, knowing what I do, kind of thing. But as we're looking back, I think it's also important to remind yourself to also be kind to your past self. There was always a moment where you could have, lamented, that you should have, would have, could have done something differently. But these experiences happen to teach us and to accept them as learning experiences, experiences in which we can, maybe open or broaden our mindfulness. Um, if we look at the past year with that sort of mind frame, we might realize that, like, it's okay. Um, some of those feelings that we had, some of those moments where things might have been hard or we wish we could have acted differently. If we're easier on ourselves about that, if we're kind of kind to our own selves and our own past, we're really able to sort of relax into the moment and see that that was something that had happened and now it's gone. And if we're at all able to learn or, you know, see anything that might help us be more compassionate towards others moving forward, that's a real blessing. Um, and if we're not able to see anything like that, it's in the past, and we can kind of say, you know, that happened this past year, and now it's gone. There's no sort of need to maybe dwell further on those things if you're not able to learn more and be more mindful or compassionate. So I just think this time of the year is really important to take a moment, be kind to yourself, and really just allow the mindfulness to happen. Without judging yourself, just think about this past year. Um, and with that sort of mind frame, I think it really opens our hearts towards maybe moving on from or healing from those moments that were particularly hard for us. And for other moments, maybe we can sort of rejoice and maybe the love that was shared, and make an aspiration to share that love again next year in a multiplied form. The sky's the limit when it comes to love and compassion. So I hope that you're able to take a moment to yourself and reflect kindly about this past year. And kindly, I mean, especially to your past self, so that you'll, see what you can learn from yourself. Um, and if you feel comfortable, feel free to share any feedback about what you've learned about yourself or anything like that, because that might sort of help others with their own journey to become more open hearted and more mindful. Wishing you all the best as we reflect upon this past year and move into the new year. Thank you so much.